Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We've a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. Come back soon.
You got enough? How do you spell it?
Tony.
What's going on here? Do I have to draw you a diagram?
Tony, I know you can get fresh. Come on over here. Wait for me in the car, Joe. All right, Jimmy. Go ahead, you tell me.
Well, Sergeant Donovan, I don't like to blow a whistle on a pal. A pal yet?
Well, you started it.
Look, you started it. Just slap me on the shoulder.
It's a friendly tap. I don't know what you got so excited
I don't
about.
like that kind of friendship. I don't like to be hit from behind by anybody, anytime. I don't like to be touched.
Okay. The way you jumped me, you think I tossed a brick at you. Right off, he challenges me. I tried to kibitz him out of it.
I'm beginning to get the picture.
Yeah, and I even told him I was sorry. That's right. I apologized. You can ask any of the guys.
Didn't that satisfy him?
No, he wanted to fight. I know I'm bigger than he is.
But he wanted to fight.
Look, what are you, the referee or in his corner?
No, Tony, I'm really in your corner. If I can just get you to see it. Well, I guess you can pick up your marbles. I'll try to low-key this in the report, but what your principal wants to do, well, that's her business. Now, wait a minute. Before you go, I want to see you two fellas shake hands. Come on, come on. It'll look better in the report.
Sure, a happy ending, huh?
I'm sorry, Tony.
I guess I lost my head. I burn easy.
No, Tony, you really ought to smile more often.
Sure. Win friends and charm snakes, huh?
That's just what I wanted to talk to you about. You're suspicious of everybody. You act like the whole world's your enemy the way you flare up.
Oh, people bug me.
That's right. Hide behind jive talk. People bug you. Well, people bug me, too. But I don't go around clouting everybody.
Come on, finish your beef, will you?
All I know is you've been in trouble a half a dozen times. You don't have any official record yet, but you're sure working up to one.
What, you got a crystal ball, huh?
I pulled you out of fights 3 times myself in the last month. You're just lucky there weren't any formal complaints. The time before this in the supermarket.
It was the checker's mistake.
Yeah, but you didn't even give him a chance to rectify it. Boom, you throw a carton of milk right at him. Look, Tony, I'm just trying to tell you that you need help.
What kind of help?
Well, there's a prominent doctor, Dr. Brandon. He's a consulting psychologist out at the aircraft plant. He's been working with the police department without charge, trying to help difficult kids adjust.
What's this adjust kick?
Polish off the rough edges. Adjust.
Just to what?
To everything. Teachers, parents, other students. You know, some kids have a tougher time than others, and it's not necessarily their fault. Now, this Dr. Brandon, well, he's modern. He uses hypnosis.
Oh, no. No, no head shrinker for me, thank you. You know, that's all I need. That's all I need. Tony the Flip. No, sir, thank you. You keep the man in the white coat for the goofs. I can take care of myself.
The way you have up to now,
The way I have.
then you won't let anybody help you.
Not into a straitjacket, I won't. Look, you hold me on any charge?
No.
Then I can go.
Yeah, you can go. But this is the last warning, Tony. If you get into trouble again, don't expect it to be a breeze like this. I can't let you off.
Okay. I heard you.
Is everything all right, Tony?
Sure it is.
What did Officer Donovan say?
I don't want to talk about it. I've had enough yakety-yak to last me till the end of the term. Look, I'm sorry, Arlene. I say things, I do things, I don't know why. I try to control them, it's too late. I've gone too far. I don't know. I get a certain feeling, and I have to... I don't know. I just don't know.
Tony, you must try.
Yeah, I'll try. But not Donovan's way.
What's his way?
He wants me to go to this head shrinker, Dr. Brandon. Like I was a flip or something.
Is that the way he said it?
No, he sprinkled a little sugar on it. But I'm not having any, thank you.
Oh, Tony.
Okay, I'll try. But my way. Come on, I'll take you home.
Hi. Who was it today?
What's the difference?
Your principal called, said it was your fault.
Why does she bother you?
Because I'm your father. Said I'm supposed to discipline you. I told her at home you never needed discipline, not even when your mother was alive.
I don't know why she has to drag you into it.
Look, boy, you missed the point.
Well, if you know, tell me.
Sometimes you just have to do things the way people want them done. That makes them happy and they leave you alone. I used to have a foreman like that. Every time I assembled a motor my way, he beefed. But when I assembled it...
Dad, I don't like to be pushed around.
Tony, sometimes you just have to do it the other fellow's way. Well, I gotta be going. Sorry I can't eat with you. Night shift again. Oh, there are a couple of lamb chops in the icebox. I seasoned them the way you like. Just set them in the pan.
Dad, I can cook a chop.
And be sure you cook them. Don't eat them raw like you did the hamburger yesterday. Tony, think over what I said, would you? I mean about not being so stubborn. Just might make things a lot easier all around.
Okay, Dad.
I gotta go. Bye. It's Tony, and he's not even late.
Maybe you're beginning to train him.
That's no way to call for a date. When I courted your mother,
Things were different then.
I still want my daughter treated with respect.
Your father's right, Arlene. Listen to him.
Oh, Dad, it's got nothing to do with respect. That's the way all the kids do it.
But I still can't understand why you only date him. Oh, not that I have anything specific against Tony, but there's Steve Harmon, the druggist's son, and there's Willie Blake.
Oh,
and
look,
there's...
Mother, I date Tony because I like him. In fact, I like him a lot.
And you just ask him to come in, Arlene.
Go ahead. We won't bite him.
All right. Tony, would you come in for a minute?
Hi. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi.
Tony, I like things formal once in a while. We just wanted to look at you before you take our daughter out to a party. You don't have any objections.
No, I don't.
Well, then why don't you call for her properly in her home?
Now, Dad.
No. A little man-to-man talk won't hurt anybody.
Well, I would, only you don't look too pleased. No, really, sometimes when I walk in that door, I think you're going to swat me with a baseball bat or something.
Oh, I'm sure that's just your imagination.
It must be. Unless you feel guilty about something.
Now, Dad, you promised.
It's the same. Parents of a young girl, and especially a pretty one like Arlene, like to feel proud of the young man that takes her out. A young man who keeps busy with the right kind of things.
Like sprinkle a lawn, take out a paper route, haul boxes in the market.
Where's the opener, Mary?
On the sink, dear. Any job that keeps a teenager out of mischief and builds a good reputation.
Oh, yeah, like our bank cashier. You know the one that's missing? The guy that ran off and lost it all at the track.
Now, being a smart aleck won't do it. You've got to bow to authority.
Everybody's on my back today.
Oh, Daddy, it's Halloween, and we have to go.
Yes, we don't want them to miss any fun.
Okay, I've said my piece.
On one thing you can be sure of, Mr. Logan. At least I'll protect your daughter.
All right, kids, have a good time. Remember now, I want you home by 12. No excuses now. 12.
You heard what Dad said. Not after midnight.
Hey, what got into your dad?
He heard about the fight.
So, it's over.
But I heard more.
More?
Oh, Tony, don't flare up. And please let me say it through once. I asked about this Dr. Brandon. Now, if he could really help you, it would be wonderful for both of us. And it would make things easier both at school and here at home. Don't forget about the 4 years of waiting, college and all. Please, Tony.
Arlene, get this straight and get it final. I'm not going to any doctor like Dr. Brandon.
Not even if you have to?
But I don't have to. Now, come on. Forget it.
Hey, Tony! Tony! Hear this. Hear this.
This is going to be a costume party.
Hey, man, you really got those things trained.
I'd slap them silly, boy.
Vic, if you're going to play the bongos all night, who am I going to dance with?
Latch on to Frank. He's got no date.
But I came with you.
Look, how square can you get? You came with me, so you dance with him.
It doesn't make sense.
I'll clarify it for you. Hey, Frank.
You want me?
Be my guest.
Boy, this sure beats the youth center.
Supervised entertainment, 8 to 10.
Square dances and waltzes, and a cigarette is a crime.
Oh.
Scooby-Doo.
Well,
Well, what'd I do? What'd I do?
Either too much or too little.
you know, I thought this was going to be a costume party.
Boy, this pad sure is crazy.
Well, don't forget it was Tony who found it and got permission to use it.
But is it really haunted?
Boo!
Oh! Stop scaring me.
Is this a haunted house? Do I have to call all the signals for you?
Well, you don't have to scare me to death. Sometimes I wonder why I date you.
Because you dig me and I dig you.
No, Vic. Sometimes I don't understand you at all.
The understatement of the year.
Hear this, hear this. Vic's gonna sing this new crazy record for us right now.
Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. I want a gal with a lot of dough. When I find her, we're gonna swing up to the preacher with a wedding ring. Tell me where she is, 'cause I don't know. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I've been looking all over town, but so far she ain't been around. Someday I'll meet her, and then I'll say, shoo-be-doo-be, baby, we're on our way. Hurry up now and follow me, but don't forget to bring your do-re-mi. Anytime you're feeling sad or blue, you just call me, baby, and I'll run to you. But if you ever leave me, you're gonna pay $50 alimony every day. So I'll be yours from this day on. but only till your money's gone. Rich girls sure are hard to find, but I'll keep a looking till I lose my mind. She's bound to show up eventually, then I'll be rolling security. But where she's hiding, I don't know, so eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Hey, Beck, sing another one for us. Come on, man. Sing another one for us.
Hey, Pearl. We got a nice present for Vic in that closet. You know he's always the life of the party, and he knocks himself out to entertain us? Well, the kids got together to get him this present. Go on, you give it to him. You're his girl.
Oh, I'd be glad to.
Some joke. Maybe you think it's funny, but I don't. And anyway, why does everybody pick on me?
You're right, baby. And from now on, anybody picks on you is gonna have to fight me. Now for that, I'll collect a kiss in advance.
Oh, Tony, I bet you had a lot to do with all this.
Me?
Yes, you.
And I bet you're not so innocent either.
Now, why do they always pick on us?
It isn't fair.
I'll say it isn't. Just when I was going to give her a nice present.
That's women for you, no appreciation.
What present?
This one.
Oh, isn't that nice? Tell me what it is. I don't know.
Oh, Sandy!
Oh,
sweet!
Hey, Arlene, hold on, I want to see Vic. Hey, Vic. Can you play the big drums like you do the bongos?
Just lead me to 'em. Can I play the big drums? Better than the bongos.
Great, man. They're in there.
Yeah?
And give me a real long blast, will you?
Sure.
Great.
Thanks. I believe in sharing.
All right, now, okay, let's have some food, okay? Come on, gang, let's eat. Yeah, at least there's no gags in the food.
This party's really percolating. I've never had so much fun.
Here. Oh, thank you. Oh, you can have that.
Everything normal, my boy. Physical examination is a formality, but a necessary one. Before we enter the mind, we must know the condition of the body. Tony, you're a perfectly normal human being. There's no reason in the world why you can't have a full, wonderful life. If
I adjust, huh, Doc?
it's the if we're going to work on, son. We'll work on it together. Okay, Tony?
You're the doctor. That's why I'm here.
All right, Dr. Wagner. Tony, will you just sit down over here? Thank you.
What is it?
Just a mild sedative.
It won't make me dopey or anything, will it? I have to drive home.
No, it's simply to relax you. And drink it down. I'll be back in a minute. Hugo, prepare the scopolamine.
doing?
I'm going to mix the serum with the scopolamine.
Alfred, do you realize the possible consequences?
I realize one thing, that at last, after years of searching, I found a suitable person for my experiment. His record at school, what the school principal told me, and what I learned from Detective Sergeant Donovan gives him the proper, disturbed, emotional background I need. And with what I found out from the physical examination, this boy's my perfect subject. There were certain telltale marks on his body only I would recognize.
But you know what might happen.
Might? In science, one must be sure. I'm going to take this out of the realm of possibilities into the world of exact science. If I'm successful, then I can be certain.
But you're sacrificing a human life.
Do you cry over a guinea pig? This boy's a free police case. We're probably saving him from the gas chamber.
The boy is so young and the transformation horrible.
You call yourself a scientist. That's why you've never been more than an assistant. But if you interfere, if you say one word...
No, Alfred. You can trust me.
Yes, I know that. You've been more than an assistant on other occasions. Accomplice would be a better word.
What is the plan?
Through hypnosis, I'm going to regress this boy back into the primitive past that lurks within him. I'm going to transform him and unleash the savage instincts that lie hidden within.
And then?
Then I'll be judged a benefactor. Mankind is on the verge of destroying itself. The only hope for the human race is to hurl it back into its primitive dawn, to start all over again. What's one life compared to such a triumph? You'll only feel a scratch, believe me. And this makes the hypnosis more comfortable and prepares the way for analysis. Now remember, I don't want to be disturbed. Tony, you must think of this as a trip, a sort of voyage of discovery. On the way, we'll find out many fascinating things about you. And in the end, you will no longer be disturbed or troubled because you will be you. You've placed yourself in my hands. I'm the pilot, you the passenger. But instead of going forward into space, we're going backwards in time. Begin at 100 and count backwards. We'll start together. 100.
100.
99.
99.
98.
98.
73.
73.
72.
72.
Quickly, tell me, where are you?
I'm on the beach.
How old are you?
About 12, I think.
Go on.
I'm playing with some kids. One of the older boys tries to take away one of our toys. He grabs it and runs away.
And what do?
I run after him. I jump him. I scratch him, choke him. He's older than I am, but he begins to cry. Some people gather around us and
That'll be all for today. You may wake up. Wake up! You okay, Tony? I'll see you day after tomorrow at the same time. And don't worry, my boy. Soon you'll be yourself. Your true self. Fifteen.
15.
14.
14.
13,
13,
12,
12,
11.
11.
Where are you now, Tony? Where are you?
Very small.
Tell me what you're doing.
I don't know.
2,
2,
1.
1.
Now where are you, Tony? Concentrate. Where are you now?
I don't know. I don't know it. It's dark. Cold.
Where? Where?
You tell me. Please tell me.
I'll help you because I'm your friend. It will all become clear to you.
Tell me. Tell me. Tell me.
Remember how it felt to run over the hills in the moonlight? To hide by the stream, to wait in silence until...
No. No.
Remember how wonderful it was when you sprang suddenly, dug in with your fangs, a soft throat, the gush of warm blood?
No. No!
Yes. I want you to remember. You must remember.
You know, Vic, you're good enough to sign up with a band.
He's had lots of offers.
Oh, get off my back, will you?
Isn't that what you told me?
Tony, you can tell me to shut up if you want. But you're not with it tonight.
No, I'm not.
Like you're not yourself.
Yes, I'm not myself. I think I'll take Arlene home. Come on, honey, let's get out.
That's right. I promised your folks I'd have you home by midnight.
You lift home, Frank?
And interfere with you lovebirds? No, thanks.
Everybody else is paired up. How are you going to get home?
How will I get home? I'll get home on my feet. I'll walk. I'll take that shortcut through the woods. Brings me right out by the power works.
Why don't you two join us at Ruby's Drive-In?
No, we're going right home.
Go on, Tony. We'll lock up.
Oh, so you've joined the exclusive set.
No, you just talk too much, that's all. I'm for peace and quiet.
Oh, come on, Tony, let's go.
Good night, Arlene. See you tomorrow, Tony.
Don't forget math. First thing in the morning, early.
Sure, I'll sack in right away.
No! Get away! Get away!
Here are the photos, Chris. Thanks.
These the official pictures?
Yes, Chief.
Strange. Who found the body?
Art Logan, the auditor out at the power works. He takes that shortcut through the woods every morning. Says the only exercise he gets.
Mm-hmm. Any idea how long the boy's been dead?
No, maybe the PM will show. The coroner has the body.
That's strange. A slash on each side of his throat. Got any ideas?
No. Boy had no enemies.
There weren't any gang fights in Rockdale.
Any bruises, scratches on his face, clothing ripped off?
No.
Well, then how was the boy killed? You got any theories?
Not a shiv.
Not hands.
Teeth?
Fangs.
Fangs? There's no wild animals around here.
Look, I've walked these woods since I was knee-high to a duck. I've never seen anything wilder than a tomcat.
I know. That's what makes it so hard to believe. But I still say fangs.
Maybe if the boy had a chance to fight, his fingernails will show something.
Let's hope so.
In the meantime, let's keep the lid clamped down on this until the official reports come through. Maybe even after that. Whatever it is, we've got to be sure.
I told Art Logan not to say a word.
Good. Keep these locked in our files.
Yes, Chief.
Just one rumor about fangs in the newspapers will have a field day. Not just the local papers, but reporters from all over the country will have on-the-spot coverage, photographers. They'll have a field day, all right. But here in Rockdale, we'll have a panic.
Yeah, I know. But I'm more worried about the teenagers at the school.
And check the surrounding towns. See if a carnival, a circus, or a county fair has been setting up their tents. Also see if anybody has a private menagerie. Maybe a big cat got loose some way. If I were you, I'd talk to the farmers in the surrounding areas. Sometimes they keep a wild dog for protection. Whatever it is, we've got to be sure. Facts first. And don't encourage any rumors.
Right.
Well, now I've got to go and see the mayor.
Hi, Peppy. I'm going down to the lab. Better get those pictures locked up in the file.
Peppy, how are you? Oh, Chris, do you mind if I take a look at that picture?
You knew the boy?
Once in a while, I played pinochle with his father. Very small stakes. Yes, I knew the boy, but perhaps I have a better reason. Let me see the picture.
You're not to say anything about this to anyone. Understand?
It's going on 12 years that I'm working here. Have I ever said a word?
What's the matter? You see something we missed?
The poor boy. Poor boy.
Peppy, I don't blame you for being upset. Imagine how his family feels.
I know what killed him.
You do?
He was killed by a werewolf.
A what?
In the old country, in my little village, in the Carpathian Mountains, there was a story passed on from generation to generation. Some say it was a legend, but I know it was the truth. I'll tell you what werewolf is. It's a human being possessed by a wolf. When the evil eye is on you, the savage beast somehow gets inside and controls you. Makes you look and act like a wolf. Makes you hunt down your victim and kill it like a wolf. Yes, kill you with fangs like a wolf.
Why, you're crazy. You better not let anyone hear you talk like that, Pepe. You'll wind up in a booby hatch. Werewolf. Come on.
Yes, that's what I said the first time it was told to me. But later, what I saw, what I heard, convinced me.
I'm going to put these away and lock the file. You just forget I ever showed them to you.
Yes, I'll be glad to forget this, if I can.
Oh, how awful. Poor Frank.
Well, hello, Tony, my boy. Come on in. You're a little early, but welcome.
Thanks, Dr. Brandon. Well, the reason I came early is...
You don't have to tell me why. Let me be the one to interpret the symptoms. After all, you have placed yourself in my hands, so to speak. Tony, punctuality is a phase of adjustment. Sometimes the patient leans backward to be prompt, comes even before his appointment. Now, is that clear?
No, Doctor, that's not why I'm here. I wanted to tell you about something...
No, you don't have to tell me now. I'll hear it all under hypnosis. I'll get the injection ready. Is the scopolamine ready?
Yes. Alfred, you read the paper. You know what happened.
There's a difference between a newspaper story and a scientific report. I have to be sure. Even in a minor experiment. You know how many guinea pigs are used up before the trailblazer is ready to announce a new discovery to the scientific world? Surely you know how skeptical scientists are. Indeed, have to be.
But you realize the consequences.
I realize that I have an old woman for an assistant.
If you mean I have a heart, I don't consider that an insult.
I mean that you're standing in the way of progress.
Progress? Do you call it progress to hurl back the human race to its savage beginnings?
It may prove to be the only road to progress. Go ahead, my boy.
Dr. Brandon, there's something I have to tell you. I don't know if it really happened. It's more like a nightmare.
Now, Tony, very often in psychotherapy, strange things seem to happen. Sometimes when we light up the dark corner of the human mind...
Doctor, please help me.
And do exactly as I say. All I can tell you is that your progress is excellent. I've even told the principal of your school that. Yes, I'm extremely pleased with the progress you've been making. And soon, Tony, very soon, you'll be your true self again. Come on.
Now, this is a map of the area. We'll start with the abandoned house.
Teenagers call it the haunted house.
You questioned them?
Yeah, just informally. They had a party after a football game and went home. They all drove except Frank, who walked through the woods.
How about his parents?
His mother's in a state of shock. His father wants to know just one thing. What are the police doing about this?
That's it. They'll all be down on us unless we find the killer. Chief Baker. No.
Donovan. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Picked up a couple of vagrants out at the freight yard.
Well, go ahead. I'll be right in.
Well, I checked the neighboring towns. There aren't any circuses, carnivals, or county fairs. If they come at all, they come in the spring.
How about the farms?
I checked those, too. They're mostly truck, very little livestock. A few pigs penned up, some horses. There's a mink farm about 3 miles north of here. But they're all baby mink. First thing they do is cut off their teeth.
No, that's not good. Well, everything seems to lead to a dead end.
Very good, Teresa. Your form is improving.
Thank you, Miss Dolphin.
But I must repeat, we're judged on points, and Linwood High has won the gymnastic events 3 years in a row.
Oh, I certainly hope we win this time.
So do I. Have you had enough for today? I've got to go.
Oh, gee, I'd like to practice for about another half hour.
Well, you don't need me. Just remember the other pointers I gave you. I've got some shopping to do.
You go right ahead. Anyway, you make me very self-conscious, breathing down my neck all the time and picking on all my mistakes. I just want to try it a few more times.
That's the spirit. Good night. Will you come in, Tony? I hope you didn't mind waiting. I had some reports to finish.
Well, you wanted to see me.
Yes, I wanted to have a little chat with you. And for heaven's sakes, Tony, don't look so glum or so suspicious. For once, we meet on a friendlier basis.
No, you're not going to chew me out then.
As you say, I'm not going to chew you out. Sit down, Tony.
Thank you.
I have a report here from Dr. Brandon. Naturally, all this is kept strictly confidential. It's a report of progress, which I'm happy to confirm.
You mean he says I'm adjusting?
Very much so. Your grades are about the same, but then your grades were always high. However, your conduct is very much improved. Tony, you're coming along just fine.
Thanks, I'm glad.
And as a reward, I want you to know that if you continue this way, you'll earn an honor certificate. Yes, Tony? I'll recommend you to the State College. Your grades will be high and your deportment will match.
This means so much to me, Miss Ferguson.
So far, every pupil I've recommended has reflected great credit on Rockdale High. And I know you will. So keep it up till graduation. Then you'll be off to your real career.
Thanks a lot.
I always knew that if somehow we could just break through to you, I mean really get inside of you, you'd be a credit to your father and to your school.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Dismissed. Did you see him?
Yes, I saw.
Did you recognize him? I'll call the police. I'll call the police!
Miss Ferguson, I know this is difficult, but anything you can do to help us.
It came running out of the gymnasium. I recognized the jacket, the trousers,
They were the same?
the same. But the face, the eyes, the hands like claws.
I never saw anything like it before.
But you recognized him.
It was Tony, all right. It was his jacket.
Anybody chasing?
No, it all happened too fast. Besides, we were paralyzed, man, just too paralyzed.
And then he disappeared.
Yeah, like an animal. They jumped the fence and ran to the fields.
The whole area has been blocked off. At all points bulletin has gone out. There's no way he can possibly escape.
He?
Well, he, it, call it what you will.
Seems to me werewolf would be more appropriate.
Very well, then. I realize it makes a better story. Werewolf.
In the meantime, what protection are you giving the people, especially the teenagers?
The very best we possibly can. Parents have been warned to keep their children at home. Theaters, recreation halls, bowling alleys have all been shut down.
What about the werewolf?
Posse's been formed. They're going to start right away.
But in the meantime, the werewolf is at large.
But not for long.
You hope. You'll find this is different than tracking down the ordinary criminal. You're dealing with the cunning, the ruthlessness of something that is supernatural.
Oh, come now. Let's don't add to the panic that already exists.
The people are entitled to know everything, and my paper's going to see that they get it. Maybe if you hadn't kept the first murder so secret.
Don't try to place the blame for this. We did everything that was reasonable in the interest of public protection and safety.
All right. May we see the official pictures?
No, they're locked in our files.
You can't keep this a secret, Chief. The second murder has blown the lid off. A TV truck is on its way out right now. Teenagers are going to be interviewed. Parents, teachers. A psychologist was involved too, wasn't he?
You can't pry into that. Just what are you trying to do? Add to the grief of the families already involved?
Don't make this a personal issue, Chief Baker. You have your work cut out. We have ours.
In that case, gentlemen, you'll understand that we're very busy.
Well, there's one thing you can be sure of. We'll be with you every step of the hunt from now on.
Oh, I'm sure of that, Mr. Doyle.
Doctor, what's your opinion?
I'm sorry, Sergeant, but I cannot be swayed by mass hysteria.
But there were eyewitnesses who swear they saw him.
Hallucinations. I'd have to see this so-called beast with my own eyes. After all, a scientist needs a platform of concrete facts before venturing an opinion and overwhelming proof before stating a conclusion.
Doctor, this is hardly the time for a lecture. You had Tony under your professional care. You were with him time and again. You were supposed to help him.
As far as I know, I did. His behavior after I took the case proves that.
Did you come across any hint, a clue? Did he reveal anything?
I keep careful case histories of all my patients, but I don't need to tell you that's a matter of strict confidence between doctor and patient.
Yes, I'm aware of that. However, we hoped you would cooperate, help us.
Don't you think you're wasting a lot of valuable time interrogating me? After all, your duty is to try and find this young man.
Why do you shy away from the word? Everyone's using it. Werewolf.
I do not subscribe to old wives' tales. It's my belief that these legends or myths passed out with the invention of electricity. After all, this is America, modern America, not a hamlet in the Carpathian Mountains.
What do the Carpathian Mountains have to do with us?
That's where the legend was born. The people there believe in werewolves. When the shadows of night creep over their gloomy hills, the hungry dogs howl in the moonlight, the peasants cross themselves and hide in their huts. Any canine they see with sharp white teeth and glittering eyes they call a werewolf.
Doctor, you seem to know a great deal about these myths.
I amuse myself with fantasy. I live by facts.
Hi, Pepe. Peppy. You're in late tonight.
Oh, Chris, was this teenage girl killed the same way?
Yeah, same way.
I told you. I knew. A werewolf.
Tell me something, Peppy. In the old country, did they ever catch a werewolf?
Never. Never.
Did your boyfriend ever give you any indications?
Never, never.
Do you realize that if this thing had come over him when he was with you...
Now, there's no use upsetting our little girl any more than she is now. Sorry I let you talk to her in the first place.
Yes, I think that's enough. She's been crying ever since this thing happened. She must get more rest.
Well, just one more picture. Now, you're not going to let her go to school.
School's closed till this thing is over. Anyway, we'll protect her right here in her own home.
You don't really believe that your son is...
No, I can't believe.
What kind of a boy was Tony? Is Tony?
He was always on the quiet side. Kept pretty much to himself. Maybe I should have remarried. A good woman around the house, the affection of a mother. A boy needs that, especially when he's growing up. Not that Tony ever complained. I even asked him, does he miss... should I? He said, no, Dad. We'll get along all right, just two of us. As if he knew no woman could ever replace his mother in my heart. Or in his.
What I mean is, did he always obey you?
Yes. Only I hadn't know how to ask him. Ask him the right way and he'd do anything. Tony's a good boy. I don't care what they say. Tony's a good boy.
Yet he hasn't come home, or you haven't heard from him since he left for school early this morning. Now, certainly he must know how worried you are. Of course, you know what the principal and his teenage friends are saying about the terror, how it looked. Now, wouldn't this indicate to you that perhaps Tony's...
Leave me alone, will you? Leave me alone.
Pat, men are all ready.
Oh, thanks. It may seem like a long shot, Donovan, but if we can capture it before morning, save the community a lot of trouble and panic.
You can try, but night in the woods is going to be tough.
One thing in our favor, can't go very far, can only travel on foot. Also, it's got to stop to rest and eat. Let's go. All right, now, we'll move in stagger fashion. We'll circle the outer edges first, and keep going round and round till we meet in the center. If you run across it, or even if you see any suspicious tracks, notify me immediately on the walkie-talkie. Don't fire unless you're attacked. I'll try to bring this thing in alive if possible. Oh, another thing. When we get further in the woods, I want you to light the torches. Animals are afraid of fire. Maybe werewolves are, too. All right, let's go. Come on, Donovan. All right, men, close up. We're going to light the torches. Ahead, Charlie. Take a couple of torches and go on up the hill there. Donovan, will you take a man and beat up this ravine?
All right.
All right, you go ahead.
Hey, Mike, come over here.
Hold it. Well, Donovan, did you see anything?
There's a dog back up there he killed.
No. Well, he's got to be in here someplace. No sense looking for him in this light, though. Well, look, Donovan, post guard so he can't possibly escape. We've got to get him.
Go ahead, answer it. Just tell him to give himself up. Tell him it's the best way. Advise him as his father to surrender.
Hello? the foreman. I'm not being docked for staying home tonight. As if that matters. As if anything could matter. If I only knew for sure he's still alive. If I only knew.
Look what I found. Got the cloth ripped off. How do you know it's his? Official description, he wore a jacket like this. Yeah, but how do you know that's part of his jacket? You know, I think we better call headquarters.
Alfred.
Don't interrupt, Hugo.
Alfred, aren't you wasting your time? Or do you have a second victim in view?
I'm not wasting my time, and I don't like to hear the subject of a world-shaking experiment referred to as a victim.
Call him what you like, but he's being hunted down like a dangerous animal. And after he's captured...
I'm not so sure he will be captured. Transformation into a werewolf is not all on the minor side. It also gives the subject the cunning of an animal.
And you think somehow he will come here?
All I have to do is wait. He must come here. I'm the only link he has left. I'm his last hope.
Next time, use a crosswalk. So one or more people aren't killed.
Let her answer it. All right, miss. You answer it. Remember now, hold him long enough so we can trace the call.
Hello? Hello? Whoever he was, he hung up.
Do you recognize his voice?
I couldn't be sure.
Look, miss, if you're trying to protect him by holding back anything, you're wrong. His best bet is to give himself up.
Well, I only heard the word hello. How could I be sure?
Sergeant Donovan. Where? 10th and the Hudson. Thank you. 10th and Hudson.
What came in?
Somebody just caught sight of him.
Downtown?
Makes sense. No trace of him in the woods, and all the roads are blocked. Let's go, Chris.
The results of the case of Mrs. Banks indicate that I was expecting you. Come on in, Tony.
Dr. Brandon, I know what I am. What I become. Help me, doctor, please! I know they're going to kiss me, but don't let anyone see me like that. Please, doctor, help me! Please help me!
Of course, Tony, of course. Come on over here.
Alfred, I beg you. It's too late to bring the dead back to life. But at least you can help him. Help correct a terrible mistake.
Mistake? You dare call a scientific triumph a mistake?
What are you going to do now?
He must make the voyage back once more. I must see with my own eyes and record with my own camera. Here, you'll be the witness. We'll have it all on film. From the time I first give him the injection through the transformation. And then no one will doubt my word. Even the most exacting, the most skeptical of scientists will be convinced that I have penetrated the deepest secrets of creation. That I've achieved the first perfect case of regression.
Alfred, stop him!
Tony, I'm your friend. I'm the only friend you've got. Tony. Tony! Roger! Tony! Hey, don't!
way out. Nothing else we could do.
We had to.
Yeah. Did you see his face? I mean, before?
I'll never forget it.
But at least they'll see him this way now.
What about him?
I don't know. My hunch is the score was evened.
Boy, the newspapers will just eat this up.
Yeah. But after they've had their field day, one thing will be clear. It's not for man to interfere in the ways of God.
It's refreshment time, and our refreshment stand is loaded with good things to eat. There's crispy, crunchy popcorn and hot, delicious buttered popcorn, lots of candy, and frosty, refreshing cold drinks. Why not treat yourself at the refreshment center now? As you leave the theater, folks, please be careful. Don't let this happen to your car. Be sure to remove the speaker before you leave. If you should accidentally pull a speaker loose, please turn it in at our snack bar or box office. Thank you.
Hurry, hurry, step right this way, folks, for the most extravagant array of refreshment goodies ever assembled under one roof. Enjoy breathtaking, taste-tempting candies of finest quality. Enjoy popcorn, exploded into tender, delicious, crispy bites of crunchy goodness. Enjoy the tops in cool, refreshing soft drinks. If you want to enjoy some refreshments, this is your opportunity. There will now be a short intermission.
10, 9, 8, 7 minutes to go.
Hey, Mom. Yes, you. Why fuss and fret about dinner? Why not have it right here? Yes, this drive-in offers everyone in the family a real picnic treat for dinner. We've got delicious sandwiches with all the trimmings and your other dinner favorites, plus whatever you want to drink, hot or cold. Come early before the show starts, or eat while you're being entertained, or at intermission time. So why fuss? Give your family a tasty dinner at this drive-in.
What is it? Hey, why, it's Buttercup. Popcorn, add some butter to hot popcorn. Mix it up, wrap it up, Buttercup is born.
It's delicious.
So nutritious.
It's a taste delight.
It's so munchy. Crisp and crunchy. You'll enjoy each bite. Eat butter-drenched Buttercup. Popcorn at its best.
Served in a king-size cup.
It beats all the rest.
Show starts in 6 minutes.
Time for refreshment. Refreshment. For your enjoyment, there's hot, fresh popcorn, tempting, delicious hot dogs, and so many kinds of ice cream. And, of course, sparkling, delicious, ice-cold Coca-Cola for everybody at the refreshment counter now. Remember, your favorite snack will taste especially good with world-famous ice-cold Coca-Cola.
Show starts in 5 minutes.
You hungry? Looking for a tempting treat? Hold on till I absorb some heat. Some added tang might please you too. I'll slide into an oven-fresh bun, and I'm ready for your eating fun.
Why don't you try a juicy good hot dog? Mmm, delicious.
Show starts in 4 minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The management of this drive-in theater is happy to announce you can enjoy your favorite form of movie entertainment regardless of rain. No longer will it be necessary to let rain spoil your fun. Now you can keep your windshield clear and dry with a drizzle guard. Simply attach it to your windshield, and in a jiffy you're enjoying the movie without constantly running your windshield wipers. A drizzle guard will save you gasoline and wear and tear on your battery. After the show is over, all you do is take off your drizzle guard, roll it up, and it's ready to be used again, just like an umbrella. So next time it rains, don't sizzle in a drizzle. Get yourself a drizzle guard and enjoy the show. Drizzle guards are on sale now at the concession center.
And now meet the star of our show. Symbol of a treat that quality made famous. America's most famous ice cream treat, Eskimo Pie. Creamy, delicious ice cream made even more exciting with smooth, rich chocolate coating. And wearing the label of quality, known the world over. Eskimo Pie, the treat you know is tops because it carries its pledge of quality right on the back of the bag. Be sure you save the bags for valuable premiums. Get famous Eskimo Pie at our refreshment stand now. It's America's anytime taste treat. Finest ice cream, finest chocolate. It's delicious.
Show starts in 2 minutes. Show starts in 1 minute.
Monsters do have their place. In the zoo, in your nightmares, in the deep, in your favorite horror movies. But not in your living room, on your TV. Don't let pay TV be the monster in your living room. Pay TV and cable TV companies are seeking the right to charge you for the very programs you now get free. If you want to stop pay TV and save free television, sign the petition in the lobby of this theater. Let your lawmakers know how you feel in the fight against pay TV and cable TV.
Jim Rex? What's Jim Rex?
Would you believe a movie audience guide presented as a public service by this theater's management to help you select your motion picture entertainment? Well, that's what it is. And we urge you to learn these rating symbols and use them as a guide for you and your family. G means suggested for general audiences, all ages. M, suggested for mature audiences, parental discretion advised. R, restricted, persons under 16 not admitted unless accompanied by parent or adult guardian. X, persons under 18 will not be admitted. This seal in advertising indicates that the film was approved under the Motion Picture Code of Self-Regulation.
And now, on with the show.
Gentlemen, it's my firm belief that just as we can take the healthy eyes of a condemned criminal after his execution, and with these alien eyes restore sight to a deserving blind man, so also can we successfully transplant other organs and members of the body, attaching and grafting them where needed, even in cases where important arteries and nerve centers have been severed.
Professor Frankenstein, how can you ask us to believe such a preposterous theory?
I beg your pardon, Dr. Randolph.
I said I believe your theory is preposterous. Now, we're all men of science. We know about transplanting eyes and the special factors involved in transferring the cornea. But these other claims of yours, well, they're just beyond the pale of experimental medicine.
You seem to forget that the higher purpose of experimental medicine, no matter how extreme, is simply to establish scientific truth.
Any student of gross anatomy would refute you. And I still say that dead tissue cannot be reactivated. Why, my own son, a high school sophomore, wouldn't swallow your theory.
Dr. Randolph, I think you're being disrespectful.
All right, if I am, so I'll apologize. I've listened patiently to your theories through this whole seminar. I haven't missed one session since you were brought from England to be our guest lecturer. Some of your pronouncements are brilliant. But this pet theory of yours, which you've mentioned more than once, I'm sorry, never.
Very well, Dr. Randolph. You cling to your skepticism. I'll hold to my beliefs. And someday, very soon possibly, I'll prove them so conclusively that even cynics like you all over the world will be convinced. I think that's all. Good day, gentlemen. Patience, Dr. Carlton. Did you check the sweet foliage?
Probably not. It seems that Dr. Randolph's remarks upset me more than they did you. Weren't you disturbed at such insolence?
No. No, as a matter of fact, in some ways, I'm rather grateful to him. He forced my hand. And since you defended me so valiantly, and you're my close ally and fellow worker, our hand.
Our hand?
Yes. You've always supported me in all my theories in experimental medicine. Now you can help me prove them.
How?
Dr. Carlton, I plan to assemble a human being using parts and organs from different cadavers.
You mean take one person's hand and another's leg?
Yes, why not? Simply an intelligent adaptation of the principle of selective breeding. After all, if you breed morons, you beget morons. But when brilliant people mate...
There are still risks, throwbacks.
I eliminate all risks. I'm carrying the principle of selective breeding one step higher.
You mean, of course, under the sponsorship of some medical institution?
No. On my own. Right here, my own laboratory.
You can't be serious. You don't dare.
Don't dare? Don't dare. You know, I'm sure that someone spoke those same words and hurled that same challenge at that great ancestor of mine whose name I bear. Now, believe me, I'm serious. You see, the knowledge, the know-how, as you Americans put it, is in my blood. It's my heritage. But where Baron Frankenstein created a monster, I shall bring forth a perfectly normal human being, able to walk among normal people undetected. I'll point the way to perfection in the human race.
Well, I applaud your ambition and I admire your courage, but when you propose to carry them out, I don't think I can help you. You see, I'm not a doctor of medicine. My degree is in physics.
I know all about your qualifications, your research, your studies in X-ray, and that's exactly what I need. I'll provide the surgery. You'll provide the electronics.
But you're reaching for the supernatural. To assemble a human being.
I shall use only the ingredients of youth. Not the worn-out body inhabited by an overtaxed brain. The old are dying, are dead. The whole trend is toward death. But if I'm successful, if I can create out of different parts a youth whom I shall instruct and control, I'll prove that only in youth is there any hope for the salvation of mankind.
Teenagers, both cars loaded. Back from a party, I guess. Head-on collision. What a crash. I was right behind them. Jammed my brakes on as fast as I could. Seems to me I saw one kid thrown clear in the air. Over there somewhere.
I'll call the police.
Did you go over to him? No, not me. I can't look at that sort of thing. That kid would bleed to death before the police get here. I think he's had it. Terrible. Terrible.
Steady him while I unlock the door.
How do you think you'll get away with this? Stealing a body.
With both cars completely burned in the crash, they won't be able to check. Stop shaking.
It's cold in here.
It should be. I keep the temperature of the vaults at 36. Ideal for unembalmed bodies.
The temperature of a morgue?
Well, this is a morgue. My private morgue. This is where we will experiment and work. No one can disturb us here. What condition is he in? Tell me, what condition is he in?
Dead.
I know that. That's the way a layman would describe him. But I also know, and I want you to remember, that in this laboratory there is no death until I declare it so. Now, describe his condition.
Well, the head's crushed in. Possible brain injury. Face is beyond recognition. I don't know about the rest of the injuries.
Dr. Carlton, you're a scientist. You mustn't be squeamish. I've seen worse. Anyway, the face is a comparatively simple replacement. If the brain is uninjured. Now, help me store this body for the night. Tomorrow we will begin.
We'll need equipment.
I'm prepared.
You mean there are others?
Only a few parts. Normal preparation for an experiment that will determine the fate of the world. Electrical equipment also. I've been assembling necessary parts for some time. As a matter of fact, in every city where I've lectured, I've made it a point to purchase one or two things that we'll need. We're quite ready to put everything together for our experiment.
Professor, perhaps you'd better try and find another assistant. I don't think I have the stomach for this.
Dr. Carlton, don't underrate yourself. I'm the best judge of your qualifications. I need you. And you need me. After all, that other experiment that you assisted me in about a month ago made you my ally. Of course, I could use another and uglier word, accomplice, but I won't.
But when you started that, I didn't know. You made me believe that you were writing a book.
Now you know I wasn't. And remember, it's too late to retreat. Now, I don't want to hear anything more about it. We're in this together. I'll want you to assemble a small synchrotron, something in the 100,000 volt category. After each surgical move, I'll need the advantage of high velocity X-rays with a penetration of at least 2 inches. Parts are all here. You do as I say, and you will share in the greatest experiment science has ever made. Well, Carlton, I think we'd better go and change our clothes for the party.
May I propose a toast on behalf of all of us to Professor Frankenstein, a true servant of science. And may I add that we'll miss his stimulating lectures when he has to return to his native England.
Well, let me thank all of you for listening to my theories and for your unfailing hospitality. I do have to return as I'm only a guest in your gracious country, but I shall miss you. To all of you. Would you excuse me a moment? Margaret, you didn't join in the toast.
Well, I couldn't. It would be saying goodbye. I'm just not up to that yet.
You know, there are many things I admire about you. Perhaps your honesty, most of all. You know I'm going to miss you.
As your nurse?
No, as a devoted friend.
That's not enough. Or am I being too honest?
Only being true to yourself and your sex. You know perfectly well. Science has proved conclusively that in all forms of life, the female pursues the male.
Do you enjoy being pursued?
By you, yes, especially when I'm caught.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, it isn't easy for a scientist to disassociate himself from his work. And that's why I thought that we could work together closely so that soon we might be together.
I'd like that.
Margaret, in the next 2 months, before my visa expires, I'm going to be engaged in the most important experiment of my life. You could help me enormously, more than I could ever repay, by becoming my assistant. Of course, I realize that would mean you'd have to give up your nursing post at the university hospital.
You mean a temporary leave?
Why temporary? I'm a man as well as a scientist. When my experiment is completed successfully, we could go back together. If you'll have me. You know, they tell me the Queen Mary's an ideal setting for a honeymoon.
Oh, darling. Of course I accept.
I want you to keep all disturbing factors away from me. Answer phone calls, mail, put off visitors, interviewers' requests for articles and periodicals and so forth, and postpone all my appointments. I want to see no one but my associate, Dr. Carlton. And of course, you.
I'll be the best watchdog you ever had. Of course, I'll have to give up my room at the hospital.
Well, I suggest you move in here. You could have a wing to yourself, and Mrs. Dietrich, the housekeeper, would be the chaperone. If we feel we need one.
Sounds wonderful. I'll move in tomorrow.
His hands and the right leg, practically up to the knee, are completely crushed. You'll have to amputate.
Yes. Above the carpal bones and, well, below the patella. Yes, they'll have to go. Here, apply the cathodes. Activate him first.
But why? In this frozen state, he won't feel anything.
I want him to know and feel pain so that when I alleviate it, he'll also know gratitude. Now, change his body temperature to normal. What I create, I must control. Go on, activate this body.
I'll begin with 50,000 volts.
Professor Frankenstein's residence. I'm terribly sorry. He's seeing no one. Well, if you care to leave your name.
later, I'll give him a transfusion. I'll select the blood myself.
How are you going to dispose of those? You can't bury them or burn them. There's always danger of discovery.
I'm well aware of that, Doctor. I provided for this emergency, too. Come here. I have a very interesting final resting place for bones and tissues I'll never need. Now I have to get 2 hands and a right leg. Believe me, I'll see to it that the replacements are an improvement over the originals. Oh, my dear doctor, you look as if you could stand a drink. Come on. The scattered and partial remains of the Plymouth track team wiped out 2 days ago when a chartered plane attempting a landing in a thick fog crashed into the wild mountainside will be interred this afternoon in Fallbrook Cemetery. Poor boys. Oh, tragic. All those fine young athletic bodies, all those hours of training for strength, speed, endurance, gone to waste. Well, rather neat. I do say so myself. Hands and leg are back on his body. I've kept my promise. Strong hands of a champion wrestler and the leg of a football star. There. Now, you've got a great deal to thank me for, my dear boy. With the special healing fluids and the vital rays, his bones should knit in a day or 2.
What is impossible for others becomes a daily event for you.
I'm delighted to impress you. Now, help me put him back. My, that was a nice dinner. It's excellent roast, didn't you think so, Margaret?
I don't enjoy food the way you do.
Maybe you need a little more exercise. The doctor and I work so hard, we're ravenous. Will you excuse us, my dear? I have some voluminous notes to complete. What's the matter? You're sulking.
Good night, Margaret.
Good night. Well, how do you think I feel being left alone all day? And in the evening, you either lock yourself in your laboratory with your experiment or you spend hours in your study writing up your notes. It's not much fun for me.
Oh, you know, I hate to upset you. Well, I plead guilty, Margaret. I have neglected you. There just seems to be more and more work to be done. The pure, clear flame of science, as Huxley put it, is a hard taskmaster. But tonight, I'll put it behind me. Tonight, I'm yours to command. Now, what would you like to do?
Anything, just to get out, to be with you, alone.
A cinema?
Or a drive.
That's it. A nice, long drive. We can talk.
And make plans.
And relax.
Over there. Let's park and just look at the view and talk.
Seems like others have the same idea.
They come up here for some quiet necking. It's a lover's lane.
Oh, that's interesting. Sort of a private preserve for teenagers, huh? I suppose as adults, we're lucky to find a parking space.
But we'll turn on the radio and do what the teenagers do. They tell me it's loads of fun.
Good morning, my boy. Come, my boy. Say good morning to your creator. Speak. You've got a civil tongue in your head. I know you have, because I sewed it back myself. Yes, and all healed up very nicely, if I do say so.
Perhaps, Professor, it's too soon for him to speak.
Nonsense. With all the surgical skill and the vital rays lavished on him, he should talk like a congressman at a filibuster. Now, come on, my boy. Say good morning, and say it to me. You do have vision, you know, at least in the one eye. And your brain is intact. We'll improve it in time, but no malingering now. Now, come on. Watch my lips. Good morning. You must speak, because time is desperately the essence.
Are you sure you're not rushing him? It's only a few days since...
No rank nonsense. He can hear and he can understand, and he must learn to coordinate so he can speak. Hear me very carefully. I command you to watch my lips and repeat after me. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, my boy, you'll be chattering like a magpie. But believe me, you'll be making more sense. I'll see to that. Ah, you see, persistence has its rewards. And that's all I want of him this morning. Now, Dr. Carlton, can you accuse me of being cruel? Put him back.
Professor, I think he wants to say something else.
I like a young man with initiative. Go ahead, my boy. Take your time. I'll listen patiently. Say whatever you please.
It's dark in here. Dark.
Yes, it is dark for you. But you'll have to reconcile yourself to the darkness, because you're going to be in the dark a long, long time.
Professor, look.
It's amazing. He's actually crying. Can you imagine? Even the tear duct functions. The entire world will be astounded. Well, it seems we have a very sensitive teenager on our hands. Come in.
I can't. The door's locked.
Yes, dear, what is it?
Well, aren't you going to let me in? It's your fiancé, not the police.
Of course, come on in. I'm sorry, but I just can't be interrupted. However, now that you're here...
Well, if you're in a cross mood, perhaps I'd better wait.
Oh, no. Come on now.
Well, I want to talk to you. Even though the wedding is informal, plans have to be made. Details have to be worked out. The minister, the church, the guests. A girl doesn't get married every day. After all, this is the most important event of my life.
I know, but I can't discuss it now. I've got too much work to do. Right now, the most important event in my life is my experiment.
You don't have to tell me that. I've never seen such an example of devotion. By the way, dear, what is your experiment?
Until I'm successful, it's a deep secret.
Even from your future wife?
Even from my future wife. When the right time comes, you'll be the first to know.
Well, if you won't tell me, I might have ways of finding out for myself.
Such as? What ways? Tell me! Answer me!
I didn't mean anything by it. It just slipped out. Words sometimes do. I have no intention of spying on you. I don't care if you ever tell me.
Now, that's better. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, darling. Forgive me. I know this experiment must be getting on my nerves, but you understand a scientist's devotion to duty. I'll be finished soon, and we'll be married and off on our honeymoon. Let me dry those tears. You forgive me?
Yes, of course. I'll leave you to your work now. I won't interrupt you again.
Good. Oh, by the way, Dr. Carlton and I will be leaving in 10 minutes. We have some extensive purchases to make this afternoon. Will you delay all inquiries by saying that I'll be out of town for 3 days? I must have 72 hours of uninterrupted work.
Of course, darling. I'll go back to my kennel quietly and be the best watchdog you ever had.
Gee, lady, you must have an old-fashioned trunk. I never seen a key like this since I left the old country. Thank you.
Now, come, my boy. If we're going to impress a skeptical world, we'll have to make faster progress. Watch my lips. Observe them carefully, each and every move. They will guide you.
Yes.
Yes, sir, would be preferable. In England, you know, we have a little more respect for the older generation.
Yes, sir.
That's better. Better articulation, too. Now, concentrate. And repeat after me. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing.
Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing.
But inwardly they are ravening wolves.
But inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Very good. I knew that a young mind would respond better than an old one. Now, that's all the mental work for today. Our main concern is with your physique. Let me see if you can clench and unclench your hands like this. You do that 100 times each day. I want you to enjoy equal power in both hands. But remember, I am the one to tell you when and against whom to raise them.
I will avail.
Yes, I'm sure you've learned that lesson, too. Now your new leg. Stand up in it. It's quite satisfactory. Sit down. I want you to exercise that leg, too, the way I showed you. Understand? It's very important to keep the blood flowing smoothly in order to ensure proper circulation.
Professor, I think he needs some supplementary nourishment.
Yes, I prepared some special vitamins. I'll give them to you. I'm going to leave you with Dr. Carlton now. He'll give you some electrical treatments and feed you. You do as he tells you. And tomorrow I'll set up some exercise equipment for you. Excellent, my dear boy. Excellent. Your new hands are getting stronger every day. Well, you can rest now. You know, with your remarkable mental and physical progress, and of course your obedience to me, you've made me very happy. Someday you and I are going to astound the world. A wunderkind, created by me, a teenage marvel. What's the matter? Aren't you pleased with all this?
You are happy. But I am not.
Why?
Because you make me live down here. When will I walk among people?
Don't badger me. You keep asking that question again and again. You will walk among people when I feel the time is right.
When will that be? Never?
You dare question me?
I want to know. Why not now?
I'll show you why not now. Turn around. Now look! Now you know.
But I don't want to be locked up.
In that case, I'll leave your face the way it is. I'll make sure you don't leave until I'm prepared to give you a new face. Look again, my boy. You'll be glad to stay here until I make you fit to go among people.
days. He was nearly 7 foot tall.
No, he was shorter, but built solid. Broad shoulders, heavy arms.
His face, what there was of it, 'twas terrible, terrible.
If you ask me, he wore a mask, like those guys who hold up supermarkets.
Well, one thing for sure, he was strong. He hit me like I was a baby. I've never been hit so hard.
Have any of you ever seen him before, hanging around here, prowling?
No, never.
Never, and I hope I never see him again.
All right, folks, the alarm is out. He can't get too far. We've got the street blocked off. We'll make a check of all the houses in the neighborhood. Now, why don't you all go back to bed and get some sleep? Now, be on the safe side. Make sure all your doors and windows are locked.
Then it was you.
I had to get out. I wanted to see people.
They saw you.
Yeah.
Now you know the truth.
Yes, I frightened them. Everybody who saw me, they ran.
I told you they would.
But I didn't mean to hurt.
Hurt? You killed a young woman. You've got the police down about our heads like a pack of baying dogs. By disobeying me, you not only endanger our lives, but you put my whole experiment in jeopardy.
I didn't know. From now on, I'll obey you.
It may be too late. As a matter of fact, in order to protect myself, I should do away with you altogether, destroy you as dangerous evidence.
No, please don't. I'll do what you say.
Now, you better. There's a slim chance I may still be able to cover up for you. But from now on, you do exactly as I tell you.
I will.
Now, not a sound out of you. Until this danger blows over, I must keep you absolutely silent. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
Sergeant Burns. This is Sergeant McAfee, homicide.
May I have your name, please, sir?
Professor Frankenstein.
Just making a house-to-house checkup.
Oh, of course. Won't you gentlemen come in?
We won't take up much of your time. It's about this fiend that's operating in this neighborhood.
Yes, I know. I've read the newspapers. Dreadful.
Tell me, Professor, have you heard or seen anything of a prowler or a peeping Tom?
No, I'm afraid I have nothing to report. At least on this front, all quiet.
Well, if you hear or see anything of a suspicious nature...
I'll notify you at once. By the way, gentlemen, has anyone actually seen him? I mean, to guide me. Could you give me a description of this so-called fiend?
Well, that's just it. 6 people see a suspect, and you get 6 different descriptions.
Well, that's a human failing. Under the stress of panic or fear, our minds do strange things. Our eyes see strange visions.
Yes, but they all agree on one thing. Whoever he is, his face would scare a ghost.
Well, that's one detail I surely will remember. If I see or hear anything suspicious, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Margaret, who is this man?
Oh, darling, this is Mr. Saxton. He's from a jewelry company.
Saxton and Sons. We're the oldest firm.
What's he doing here?
Well, I asked him to come. But the big day drawing close. Come on, dear. I need your help to select an engagement ring and a wedding band.
We have some excellent sets, sir. Won't take but a moment to show them to you. Now, that 3-carat square cut, without a flaw,
the one your fiancée is wearing, with wedding ring to match, we call that set Joy in Mayfair. Why, all the very best people are buying it.
I don't care what the best people are buying.
Beauty calls to beauty, and your pretty fiancée should have the very best.
Don't you tell me what my fiancée should or should not have. Get out.
Perhaps another time.
Just get out. Now, Margaret, I suppose to make me feel guilty, you're going to burst into tears.
I'm too furious to cry.
You know I gave strict orders not to be interrupted. And today of all days, when I've already lost precious time.
I thought the great man could spare his fiancée a few moments.
And you know I do not allow strangers in this house.
Well, he's nothing but a harmless salesman. He didn't come in here with a tape measure or a magnifying glass and fingerprint powder.
I don't care. I don't want any strangers in this house.
Why? Are you hiding something?
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I know you are hiding something.
You explain yourself.
I don't know what you're trying to prove or how, but I saw your great scientific experiment. I saw your monster.
You actually saw him?
Yes, in the vault in the cellar, where you and Dr. Carlton work so feverishly day and night. Yes, I saw him.
How did you get in?
I took an impression of the lock and had this key made.
Well, I must say, my dear, you certainly are resourceful.
I reasoned it out, and I came to the conclusion you didn't want to marry a fool, a puppet who would simply obey you blindly. I had the feeling I had the right to know what you were doing. I'm not brilliant, but as your future wife, I felt I should know what you were striving for. To help me to understand you better. Perhaps love you better. For better or for worse, darling, I do love you.
You know, Margaret, I don't deserve you. I'm glad you found out for yourself. I like that quality in you, initiative. It sets you apart from other women. In time, I would have told you about my secret, but you've convinced me that it's better that you know now.
Don't worry, darling. Your secret's safe. Now 2 of us are guarding it.
How well you put it. I'm not worried. I trust you more than any human being in the world. I can't tell you yet just what the master plan is for what you call the monster.
Perhaps if I'd known, he wouldn't have frightened me.
Well, he won't anymore. You must think of him as a creation of science, like a machine. Now, you wouldn't be afraid of a machine, would you?
No, of course not.
In the meantime, I think we should both be grateful to the monster. If possible, he's brought us even closer together.
I love you.
I don't need to tell you how I feel about you. Oh, I'm ashamed of myself. My bad manners, my lack of consideration for you. Here you are, darling. Now, you take this down to the jeweler and buy that matched set. What was it called? Joy in Mayfair? You just fill in the amount. And tonight at dinner, I want to see you wearing the engagement ring.
All right, darling. Oh, do you still want me to keep the key to the vault?
Well, of course you keep it. Just another proof of my trust. Well, my boy, I think we're safe. The storm has blown over. You're very lucky. 2 or 3 days and the police have other crimes to think about. What are you brooding about?
Keep thinking of the day when I can go out and be among people, and they won't run away from me. The day when I'll have my new faith.
Well, actually, I was planning to begin on that tomorrow.
You were? Please do. Please.
Unfortunately, someone has interfered with our plans.
Who? Tell me who.
A woman. A young woman who works for me.
The one I saw?
Yes. Yeah, she sneaked in here against my express orders. You know, I gave those orders because I was thinking of your welfare entirely. By the way, did she say anything to you?
No. I frightened her. She screamed and ran away.
That's just what I was afraid of.
What will she do?
I've done my best to protect you, but now she threatens to go to the authorities. Tell them. They'll tie you in with a murder, of course, then they'll come and get you and take you away. Probably they'll destroy you. And you'll never have a new face.
She would do all that?
Yes. Unless we stop her.
We must stop her.
I agree.
How?
If you'll do exactly as I tell you. Darling, I'm afraid I'm going to need your help.
Of course, dear. Telephone calls, errands, dictation.
You certainly have a good eye for trinkets.
You call that a trinket? The last thing I do at night and the first thing I do in the morning is look at it. I value it very much.
Really? Well, it's very sweet of you to say that.
Now tell me, how do you want me to pay for it?
Pay for it?
Oh, I mean show my gratitude. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. You were about to ask me to do something for you.
Oh, yes. Well, this is it. As you know, Dr. Carlton had to leave town to buy some new parts for our synchrotron. I'm afraid he may be gone for 2 or 3 days.
Well, so long as you're here, I won't miss him.
I will. I mean, as my assistant. And that's where you come in. Will you be my assistant? It's feeding time for our young man.
Well, of course, dear.
You're not afraid?
No.
He's as gentle as a baby at feeding time. You're sure you're not afraid?
I'll regard him the same as you, a creation of science. I'll go along. I'll help.
Good. The hypodermic and the fluid are downstairs. Shall we go? Go ahead, my dear. You open the door. Use your own key, the one you so ingeniously had made. Well, my boy, you look a little off your feed. But I'll wager we'll soon change that, eh, Margaret? Would you get the hypodermic, dear? It's right there. It's sterile. Sit down, Margaret. Now, we have to find just the right spot at the vein. There it is.
Don't worry, I won't hurt you.
I'll be right back, dear. I'm just going upstairs to get a supplementary vitamins.
You hurt me.
But I also fed you. There, it's all over.
You want to hurt me. Some more.
No, I don't. Sometimes we can't avoid giving pain, even to friends.
You're not my friend.
But yes, I am.
You only say that, but you're not. You want to see me killed.
No, I don't. I want to see you live.
You don't! You don't!
Poor Margaret. You've done your work well. You've earned your reward.
My new face?
Exactly. Tonight, I'm going to lead you out of this darkness. We'll go among people. Discreetly, of course. You'll be able to pick the face that pleases you. Then it will be yours. Well, my boy, you enjoying the ride? Night air is stimulating, isn't it?
I like to breathe, but I'm afraid to be in a car.
Well, that's natural. You were killed in one. The memory of that crash was embedded in your brain.
Will I always be afraid?
No, you'll get over it. You're young. And after I've grafted on your new face, life for you will really begin.
You mean that after you give me another face?
New impressions will crowd in, one on top of the other. Life will become fresh and exciting. And it'll take time and patience. But someday, after we have baffled the learned men of science, I'll tell the entire world the truth. How you were reborn. How I fashioned you from different parts, breathed life into you, pumped knowledge and wisdom into a brain that was hidden in a corpse. Then I'll be honored by the entire world, having brought mankind one step further in the eternal battle against death. You saw that young man's face? He's rather handsome, I thought. Even drugged by passion, it has brightness, intelligence. Does it meet with your approval? I'll be very quiet.
The doctor gave strict orders that she mustn't be disturbed.
Well, maybe you can help us.
Just tell us what she told you when she got home.
She couldn't say very much. Every word was agony. Just that she suddenly saw this monster, this unknown thing through the car window. He had only one eye and not much face. And he just looked at Bob. Then she screamed and fainted.
She heard no more, saw no struggle?
When she came to, Bob was gone. The keys were still in the ignition. How she was able to drive home, I'll never know. But she stumbled in, panicked, and screamed until the doctor gave her a sedative.
Well, has she said anything since?
Only the boy's name. She keeps moaning, Bob, Bob. The one who did this. You think it's the same as...
Well, maybe this time it's just a hoax.
Could be some school kids getting in charge out of scaring people, or maybe a jealous rival. Did she have many boyfriends?
She was seeing Bob pretty steadily. He was her first date.
Well, did he have any enemies?
Not that I know of. He's popular in school. He's a quiet boy. Lives with his aunt.
We know we've spoken to her.
What will you do?
Well, we'll go over the car and check the place, and as soon as we find something, we'll let you know.
He may turn up himself any time and tell you it was all a practical joke.
I hope so. I certainly hope so.
Is this Bob?
Yes. Arlene took it in our backyard.
Yeah, good-looking boy.
Quite handsome. Quite handsome. Here, my boy.
Well, all the new equipment is in the trunk of the car. Acquired discreetly in 4 different cities, as you instructed.
Good.
Some special coils for raising voltage.
magnetic generators, and a variety of small parts.
Excellent. Well, we're prepared for anything. Now, as a small reward, let me pour you some of this sherry. It's really quite exceptional. Superbly dry. A caress to the palate.
I quite agree. Excellent.
You know, I can never understand the American passion for sweet wines. Barbaric.
Well, give us some more time, Professor Frankenstein. After all, it takes centuries to become as civilized as you are.
Oh, no, I'm not being critical, nor ungrateful. America's been very hospitable to me. And I think of what I've accomplished here, I shall remember it always with deep gratitude.
By the way, what's become of your housekeeper, Mrs. Dietrich?
Oh, I let her go. She had an offer from a wealthy invalid. It meant permanent security for her, and since I'm leaving in 2 days, well, we'll just have to fend for ourselves.
And while I'm asking questions, and I hope this isn't indiscreet, where's your fiancée?
Margaret is, gone. Disappeared. Ah, perfidy. Thy name is woman. Quit me cold. After I'd stolen precious hours away from the experiment to select this for her, an engagement ring. It was rather expensive, too. That's a pity.
You mean she just up and disappeared?
Packed up all her things, secretly. Left me rather a bleak note, something to the effect that our marriage just wouldn't work out. And all this after I had not only offered her my heart, but also my deep faith and trust.
Did she go back to the hospital?
No, I telephoned there immediately. I hoped I might be able to persuade her to change her mind, but, well, she just disappeared. Well, I suppose it's understandable in a way, and very embarrassing for her to have to admit that she'd given her heart even briefly to the wrong suitor. But isn't that the way of women? They make us poor men suffer for their blunders. Well, Doctor, in time my heart will mend, but now I must lose myself in my work. I must devote myself to science and research to the exclusion of all other interests.
I suppose it's the only thing left.
I think you'll agree with me when I show you what I've accomplished. And believe me, this is far more significant than the flight of a silly, emotional girl. This has to do with our young man.
Something's happened to him?
I would say so. Early this morning, before your arrival, I helped him off his table and gave him his mirror. Now, if you'll come down with me, you'll be the first to see his new face.
New face? But how? Where did you
Oh, come now, Doctor. Why burden yourself with unnecessary details? After all, we're both interested in the same thing, results. You come and look. I think you'll realize that we're practically at the end of our experiment. Show Dr. Carlton your new face.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Why, when the stitches are out, he'll pass for a normal, quite attractive teenager.
And you agree it's a success?
Stupendous success. And what's more, no one will ever know.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. After all, this new face wasn't grafted on from oddments. There's a chance of it being recognized, especially in this region. At any rate, I'm taking no risks.
Well, what do you propose to do?
I'll tell you, but first let me give him back his precious toy. There you are, my boy. Go back to reveling in your new face. Now, I'll tell you what my plans are. Actually, our plans. We're going to take him to England. It'll be much safer to launch him there.
But how? You'll need a passport, identity, a name. And assuming that you can safely prove all those, you can't keep him locked up in the cabin for the whole voyage. And after we land, customs, immigration, well, we'll come up against all kinds of questioning authorities.
Oh, you do run ahead, my dear Carlton. Now you do run ahead. Those packing cases over there are stamped electrical apparatus. Actually, that's what they will contain. The parts you just purchased and the rest that we dismantle.
They seem large enough.
Larger. Each one of those cases has a false bottom.
I don't think I quite understand.
I assembled him, didn't I? I disassemble him here, preserve the parts, and later, in England, I reconstruct him. In my London laboratory, I have the same facilities, the same equipment, and the same assistant, you.
Can't do that. It's too inhuman. I can't be a part of such a fiendish plan.
You can and you will. You've got no choice. And actually, there's no time to be lost. Now listen carefully. I'm going to place him on the operating table, ostensibly to remove the stitches in his new face. You'll see he'll be like a little lamb, consent to anything as long as it improves his countenance. Only this time, I'm going to strap him down very firmly. I'll explain that it's necessary to ensure no distortions to his features. I'll tell him the slightest move may jeopardize his precious new face. I assure you he'll cooperate like an angel. After I've got him strapped down, I want you to inject a double quantity of sodium pentothal. And then he'll feel nothing. My dear Dr. Carlton, in 3 days, you and I will be walking the deck of the Queen Mary, enjoying the ocean breezes, the company of charming passengers, and relishing the holiday we so justly deserve. Go ahead. Prepare for the operation and get the hypodermic ready. Well, my boy, you're quite proud of your new face, aren't you?
Yes. With it, I can walk among people. They can see me and not be frightened.
Not quite. But after I've removed the stitches, no one will be able to tell a thing. Then your new face will be yours permanently. Let me have the mirror. Don't get on the table, my boy. We've got to get you ready. This won't take long. It'll be quite painless. It won't hurt, believe me. Go ahead, give him the pentothal.
No, I don't want that.
I know what's best for you.
No, you want to hurt me.
Go ahead, silence him, fool.
His arm's not steady.
No, you won't.
Perhaps it's not too late.
Where's Professor Frankenstein?
It's too late.
Come over here. Maybe he'll listen to you. Tell him to come with us. Warn him not to resist, to let us take him away.
You heard. They won't hurt you if you come.
I want!
I'll never forget his face after the accident. Never.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.
Thanks again for dropping in, and we hope you've enjoyed the evening as much as we've enjoyed having you here. Till next time, please drive carefully, and good night now.